First, we have the headlines. Ex-MLA KH Lokan and Kikonbo Newma join Congress. Will teach a big relation to BJP in the coming elections, says CLP leader O Ibobi. Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh on Thursday stated that the state cannot accept illegal immigrants under the guise of inclusiveness. Manipur police conducted raids in connections with the abduction and assault of 23-year-old railway driver Joshua Kamai from Kambiron, that is Puilon village, None. A tragic incident unfolds in Gopur, Assam, where a man named Riganka Saikya allegedly strangled his 7-year-old son to death and was later found hanging the following morning. Hello, good afternoon. You're watching ELITETV English News at 3. Now the news in detail. CLP leaders Okram Ibobi has said that the Congress will teach a big lesson to BJP in the coming assembly elections. He said that during the felicitation functions of the ex-MLA Dr. KH Lokan of Sagolbaneshi and Kikon Manumai of Tamai SC, many ex-ADC members and active workers of NPP. MPCC President K. Megachandra, CWC members, Gaikulung, party MLAs and many workers took part in the program. Oibobi further says present BJP government is doing whatever they want. The people of Manipur are facing lots of difficulties. A lesson has been taught in the recent MP election to BJP. A big lesson will taught in the coming assembly election, he added.
MP any inner की outer की शेन तुम करीम तक कोई सीन ना token minimum एजेंट हुई भी तो मीसिंग द तरीके का minimum का सीन का let the people of Manipur, let the electorate, let the voters of Manipur decide council or high to the MP anis the one parama tambi ho re ma tu parama chani handaki 2027 sida de ko ngai le ne ba Manipur praja sing che para so ba para mahan MP da para pasang tambi be handaki para so yom tambi re ge aina adun da tradi Manipur si khangdina igi lonji am ajada ba focus ta ro Manipur si ora jo ko ye hujik moi bi si de hena Manipur si pum sai bi ba ta re aina ngai le ni ba Manipur sigum ba government si ki akoi asa kai ko ta tong ngai le ke aduna Congress government head lady party Manipur da shanti hanjin bang namaro kai bi se Manipur praja sin thaje.
On the other hand, party president K. Megachandra says joining of two ex-MLA, ex-ADC members and active workers of NPP will boost the morale of the party. A new will come in the state after 2027 assembly election, he added.
15 Finance Commission ki adigumba provision mayam ngasi Manipur da center government ki state ki CR phangan dan leiri ADC da sahi mari hena 15 Finance Commission award ki paisa aikoi pai duna leiri state government da sangaga praja ki local body ki representative laitabadagi paisa tongan ching ki ADC ki mayam sing da paisa changhandana huge amount crore kaya changhandana paisa mayam sing chi wada tanja sida praja da phangda ba paisa mayam phanghandana leiri ADC ki dana sahi mari hele local body ki municipality urban body sing the so election sahi anihum hejala pasidai sida 15 finance ki paisa mayam praja section khudi makta phangada bu mayam changdaduna housing pai duna leiri adagi panchayat ki PRI di sida so election loikiba kuire election tawtabadagi 15 finance commission ki paisa changan lady it is more than 400 crores hena aikoi lady 2026 phawada 1000 hena crore 1000 crore hena 15 finance commission ki award state ki share hoina lakpani adubu hauji phawada aikoi 500 crore mukse masi parjana phanggadaba hana already parja ki pocket ta parja da beneficiary myam changgadaba yam changdana lady.
Meanwhile, the two ex-MLAs expressed about their main objective to joining the Congress in detail.
Manipur lebak sige interest ta chingmi singi interest ta khalu bada wajik ekoi myam na khangi Manipur se asumaina kampong chaituna irang peace awful leitaba kamaina peace lakidra haibagi mami su utaba asumaina leiba Manipur lebak se asumain leiredi ekoi Manipur sim na check kai gidraba Manipur gi future sikrai le kamaina yamna nusi noaina leiminaramba amatu wena imunga mawena chamin thamina dana leiramba Manipur lebak se Manipur macha sing se kamaina amaga nusina Manipur semganaba hanagi Manipur hana ipu ipana thambiramba Manipur se ngapungam nabigi damakta karamba party kanana asigi damakta thabak tawidra karamba party na asi pura pangam gidra yengba matam sida Congress party na hojikti inau na Congress ina mayam gi damakta anauba agenda mayam anauba program mayam puthoye harga ichai Manipur state se amatu wena nusi chadana peace and normalcy love and tranquility mayam si chingsilaga lebak si semangam gdaba party sidi Manipur the atai party ama full leitre except Congress party natana
Congress party na Manipur leitre ga Manipur Pradesh Congress committee hai bi agi and maruiba ekoi tax maruiba ekoi ithau di karino ai bakanda ekoi mangda leiriba issue sing se yamna sati reba issue sing se loisin na bahona ba se ekoi punamaki thaudani ekoi punamaki tawam thokoi thauni loinana apun ba Manipur ma shanti leba Manipur ma sakap Manipur ma sagat mina ba habado maduda yumham moraga ai party ki lusing ba sing karisigi mafamda aina thajaba thambaga loinana ngasi ai party se sangjara aduna aina yam sang haidraga su aiga party siga lainaba mari aiga party sigi leader siga lainaba mari di adum party ki lusing ba sing na khambi loinaba aikoi khangnaba ngakani madugi asukimate emotional party offices sina insangpa kanda karimba kanda aina party sina leitaba kanda gate gi auna ingoda emotional oiba pot power karina ai tumina leraki de ai ni yaujel party de yaropa kanda ai khapi pedamunda tumina leraki de.
Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh on Thursday stated that the state cannot accept illegal immigrants under the guise of inclusiveness. He stressed the importance of prioritizing the rights of the indigenous community whilst acknowledging the hardships faced by the people of Manipur for the benefits of future generations. Speaking at the school events in Imphal, Singh remarked, Manipur is a transitional period. Many have faced hardship with thousands leaving their homes and living in relief camps. Valuable lives have been lost. To protect the future generation, a firm stance and commitment is needed from politicians. In order that all 34 governments recognized tribes in the state, including Tadau, Mar, Gangte, Tangkul, Mao, and Maram, have been granted indigenous status. Singh emphasized that while inclusiveness is important, the state cannot accommodate outsiders or illegal immigrants as it lacks the capacity to do so without endangering the indigenous communities. Singh also underscored the significance of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's nation-first approach, asking everyone to adopt it. He highlighted the role of education as the backbone of the society and announced the formation of a syllabus committee to introduce a curriculum that would educate students about the state's history and its diverse tribes. Additionally, Singh mentioned the upcoming publication of Know Your Manipur General Knowledge book by the State Council of Educational Research and Training. On the progress in the educational sector, he observed, "Today, we are seeing intense and healthy competitions between the governments and the private schools, and the results are beneficial for all of us." Manipur police conducted a raid in connections with the abductions and assault case of 23-year-old railway driver Joshua Kamai from Kambiron, that is Puiluan village, no name. The operation took place at the suspected hideouts in Urupt, Mayailekai, in Infal East District on November 7th. During the raids, 4 members of the KYKL groups were apprehended. The individuals arrested have been identified as Hizam Nikhil Singh, 27 years, Hizam Thanglen Meitei 30, Thongam Ningtam Singh 32 and Gobin Ilangbam 29. The police recovered several items from the locations, including 1 SLR, 1.303 rifle, 2 Maruti Gypsy vehicles, and other incriminating materials. Additionally, 2 drug users were also held captive by the suspect were rescued. The investigation into the case is ongoing. The Meghalaya Football Association (MFA) suspended 2 footballers, Flavius Lalrua Kima and C. Valal Triata from Mizoram, who are currently playing for the city-based Nongkyu Iret FC in an ongoing Silong Premier League. The decision came due to their elite involvement in the match-fixing activities in their home states, according to the officials. Lalrua Kima and Balal Triata were among 25 players currently facing ban from the Mizoram Football Association for their illegal activities in the sport, as per officials. In a statement, the MFA said Meghalaya Football Association has already today decided that it will stand by its sister association and debar the same player from the football in Meghalaya. We are mindful of how harmful match fixing is to the sports. We have decided to respect the Mizoram FA's decision and ensure that none of the sanctioned players can play in any league of a district association affiliated to the Meghalaya Football Association, it added. The Mizoram FA had banned 25 players, 3 officials and 3 clubs from football-related activities for varying periods ranging from 1 year to the life for their illegal activities in the sports. The decision was made after investigations by the law enforcement agency in the state discovered cases of corruption in the forms of match manipulation affecting the reputations of the football. 7 of the 25 footballers played in the Meghalaya League last season, the official said. Meghalaya Football Association say it wanted to send a strong message to the player not to indulge in such illegal activities. The Assam Rifles, as part of the combined annual training camps, organized a lecture dedicated to the NCC cadets at the Agartala's Netaji Subhas Regional Coaching Center, Tripura. The information session was held with the aim to guide cadets on the process of joining the Indian Armed Forces. The lecture offered insight into the crucial role of the military in protecting the nation's security, according to a statement from the Assam Rifles. Detailed information on eligibility requirements, selection processes, and the career opportunity in the Indian Army, Air Force and Assam Rifles were also provided. The statement informed that 383 cadets participated in the event and gained practical knowledge on how to pursue a career in the armed forces, emphasizing on the values of dedication and patriotism. The events concluded with an interactive question and answer sessions, allowing cadets to express their aspiration and receive further guidance on preparing for a future in the Indian Armed Forces. Tripura Chief Minister Manik Saha has reaffirmed the state government's commitments to preserving the rich culture and traditions of its indigenous communities, stressing the need to promote and showcase them at the national level. Addressing the Tripuri culturals and the food festivals at the ST Corporation Market, like Chaumuhani in Agartala, CM Saha said the Tripura government is working for the welfare and development of the Janjati people. I am delighted to witness such a program here. The main objective of such initiative is to preserve the food habits of the indigenous people along with the culture and traditions. We all know that the indigenous people have a variety of dances. I frequently visit the different parts of Tripura and I'm able to witness the rich cultures and heritage of the indigenous people, which we must showcase before the country. Our government is working to preserve it and is providing training to the artists. He further stated that after becoming the Prime Minister, Narendra Modi established a separate department for the Janjati issues and remains focused on the Northeast. Our government is following the same approach. we have renamed the tribal welfare departments to the Janjati Kalyan Department. Many governments have ruled the state but never gave due respect to the Maharajas of Tripura. However, after our government was formed, we have ensured that respect. We have submitted a proposal to the Center for renaming Tripura Tribal Areas Autonomous District Council to the Tripura Territorial Councils and for increasing the seats capacity in the District Council from 28 to 50. We have also declared 12 blocks as aspirational block. PM Modi has always said that the developments of a state or country is not possible without the developments of the Janjati communities, said the Chief Minister. He also mentioned that the present state government is very sensitive to the need of the Janjati people. We firmly believe in action. We are working to modernize the Janjati hostels, install sanitary pads, vending machine, CCTV cameras and provides internet connectivity, he added. BJP State's President and MP Rajiv Bhattacharya, former ministers and MLA Rampada Jamatia, Janjati Kalyan Minister Vikas Dev Barma and the presidents of the Maharani Tulsi Bati Welfare Trust Bipin Dev Barma were also present. Following a public rally aimed at addressing drug trafficking issues in Meghalaya, the Hinniao Trapped Youth Council has given the state governments a 1-month ultimatums to establish an anti-narcotic task force police unit. The union also presented other demands to the government. Additionally, the HYC has threatened to hold a mass protest march to the Secretariat with the participation of people from across the state if their demands are not met. Speaking to the reporter, HYC President Roy Cooper Sinrem expressed concern over the state's delay in taking action despite previous assurances. Sinram further mentions that Meghalaya Cabinet Minister Paul Lindo has informed that a state-level meeting will be held in the coming week to assess the situation and implement the necessary measures. Other demands include advanced and sufficient treatments and rehabilitation facilities centers, free detoxification facilities, OST and daycare centers, investigations and prosecution of cases under NDPS Act, preventions of the illicit trafficking, PIT and DPS Act 1988 and strategy to reduce the drug supply. And now let's take a short break. Keep watching for more updates.
Start talk with Jitni Wombada, Mayamutara Mokchari.
Angang sinse panik setting amde mara yam seng na haro da khoi matam da so panik se pa haiti ka haro se amna style gi type da jana ba do adu gi do numa district thugai na khanjai ban ai angang ngai da luhong bagi sai se luhong bagi sai su bubong na pubirame artist khodi maksu audience khodi maksu khoi Manipur se amna PE nushitana la laimina se mi amana Paurakpa mi amana kitang mayon chungok po horbo matamda hadi nushiraga di ketabi mi mangda ngang doino haibaina
Nasigi khunai station thariba anai ba isen se amuk tang luhan si ko
nang ba kaya lai banane nasigi khunai sin sa ko mitu dagi nang ayek na boy
de karino nung siba amuk sinok say amuk sukafali
Singapore ba dugumaba Impandagi kilometer 35 satlaga lay.
Everyone is welcome. I think
Welcome back after the break. Moving on with the neonatal intensive care unit NICU at GB Pan Hospital in Agartala has successfully saved the life of a premature infant with an exceptionally low birth weight. The baby delivered at just 7 months of gestation. Weight at mere 670 grams, far below the average for the stage of pregnancy. Despite the overwhelming odds, the dedicated medical team sprang into action, providing the necessary intervention to give the infants a fighting chance. The baby was delivered at the Kulai District Hospital in Ambassa of Dalai District. Given the critical condition of the newborn, the baby was immediately referred to GB Pan Hospital, explained Dr. Bibas Das, the NICU in charge. Upon arrivals, the infant was promptly admitted to the NICU and placed under close medical supervision. The team administered essential care, including providing initial feeding through an OZ tubes using express breast milk. As the baby's condition improved, the feeding volume was gradually increased and the infant began to gain weight. Today, the once tiny patient has reached a remarkable of 1.6 kilograms, and both the mother, Tanya Begums, and the newborn have begun to discharge, marking a significant recovery. Dr. Sanjeev Debarma, a senior pediatrician at the hospital, says the inspiring story with the media, highlighting the incredible efforts of the medical team. This is a significant milestone for a state like Tripura. While Japan has successfully saved an infant weighing as little as 238 grams, our healthcare infrastructure, though progressing, is still not at that level, said Dr. Anup Kumar Saha, principal of Agartala Government Medical College. Dr. Jayanta Roy, a senior gynecology, added that the mother's histories of the miscarriage made this case particularly challenging. Advances in the medical care, including the use of the steroid to support brain developments and lung function, have been critical in ensuring the baby's survival. The state government's coverage of the treatment under the Janani Sisu Suraksha Karyakram ensure that the families receive the necessary medical care without any financial burden. The mother, Tanya Begums, and her husband, Syed Ahmed, an Islamic cleric, expressed their heartfelt gratitude to the entire medical team at GB Pan Hospital for their tireless efforts in saving their child's life. The 2024 Inspectors General's Conference of the Assam Rifles was held in Shillong, Meghalaya, where key discussions focused on formulating a roadmap for acquiring new generation weapons, systems and military equipment for the force. The conference, which was chaired by the Lieutenant General Vikas Lakhera, the Director General of Assam Rifles, was conducted at the Directorate General Assam Rifles headquarters in Laikor. Formations commanders, battalion commanders, and the staff officers of the Assam Rifles attended the conference. In the conference, Lieutenant General Vikas Lakhera complimented all the ranks of the force for their professional conduct and performance under challenging circumstances, further emphasizing on the importance of the maintaining security and sanctity of the Indo-Myanmar border. He said that the Assam Rifles should be prepared for all contingencies and security challenges arising in the future. One of the major highlights of the conference include discussions on enhancing the capability and combat potential of the Assam Rifles and preparing a roadmap for the acquisitions of the new generation weapon systems and military equipment for Assam Rifles. To enhance overall efficiency, the paramilitary forces put emphasis on the training and skill developments of the soldiers and the sharing of the best practices amongst units. The Director General complimented the formations and the unit commanders for ensuring peace and tranquility in the respective areas of responsibility. He also exhorted them to be ever vigilant on the volatile and the dynamic environment under which the forces operates. The Assam Rifles Inspector General's Conference 2024 provides a valuable platform for the commanders to deliberate on critical issues related to the combat's potential, operational readiness, administrative issues, and human resource management issues, the release stated. The conference concluded with a renewed commitment from all attendees to uphold the highest standards of operational excellence and to continuously strive for the excellence in all spheres. The government of Sikkim has announced that applications for the Chief Minister's Educational Assistance Schemes are now open, with the submission deadline set for November 16, 2024. The scheme aimed to provide financial assistance to eligible students for the 2024-25 academic sessions, helping them pursue higher education without financial barrier. To apply, students must submit their completed application forms along with the necessary documents to the Office of the Public Relations Officers at the Chief Minister's Office, Tahsiling's Secretariat, Gangtok. A tragic incident unfolded in the Gopur, Assam, where a man named Riganka Saikia allegedly strangled his 7-year-old son to death and was later found hanging the following morning. The incident occurred on Thursday evening in Solangi Guri village, Gopur subdivisions around 7 p.m. Saikia reportedly smoothed his son with a blanket while the child was asleep, exploiting the absence of his wife from the home. After committing the crime, Saikia fled on a scooter, prompting an immediate police search. On Friday morning, his body was discovered, hanging from the roof of a house belonging to the Nanda Biswas in the nearby village of the Borigond. Police suspected suicide, though the exact motive behind the murder remained unknown. This tragic event was left the local community shocked as police continue their investigations. Arunachal Pradesh Chief Minister Pema Khandu expressed appreciation for the state's police force, acknowledging their bravery, dedications, and selfless service as they celebrate the 52nd Raising Day. Taking to the microblogging site X, CM Khandu lauded the commitments of the Arunachal police personnel in ensuring peace and justice. He stated warm wishes to the Arunachal Pradesh police on their 52nd Raising Day. Today, we celebrate the bravery, dedications, and selfless service of the police personnel who work tirelessly to ensure our safety and security. Their unwavering commitment to maintaining peace and unfolding justice is truly inspiring. Furthermore, the Arunachal Chief Minister also upheld the motto of the police department, Satya Seva Suraksha, lauding the policy of a transparent, responsive, and a people-friendly approach. Arunachal Pradesh Home Minister Mamam Natung inaugurated a series of pioneering initiatives by the capital police, reaffirming the government's dedications to enhancing community welfare, security, and progressive law enforcement. The project reflects the steadfast efforts of the Arunachal Pradesh Police, led by the DGP Anand Mohant and the Itanagar Superintendent of Police, Itanagar Rohit Rajbir Singh, whose innovative approach has advanced the mission of victim support and community policing across the Itanagar. The newly inaugurated Chimpu police stations aims modernize law enforcement and embodies state-of-the-art facilities dedicated to swift and efficient service for people. The development strengthens the infrastructure of the Arunachal Pradesh Police, representing a significant advancements in the resources available to officers, ensuring safety and accessibility for all the residents. Further solidifying support for the victims of trauma and abuse, the women police stations in the Itanagar unveil Ane's Home, the first of its kind in India. These comprehensive facilities merge essential support services under one roof, offering legal aid, trauma counseling, and children's safe space and fitness and nutritional resources. Ane's Home signifies a compassionate, holistic approach to victim support, empowering survivors to rebuild their lives with dignity and hope. In addition, the police Ajin's canteen at Itanagar police station's compound was inaugurated as a space for the camaraderie and mutual support amongst the police personnel. More than just a canteen, this facility strengthens the bonds within the force, providing a welcoming environment that fosters unity and morale. Furthermore, the officials' theme songs of the operations don't Rosni, Arunachal Pradesh Police Comprehensive Anti-Drug Initiative. The anthem envisioned by the DGP Anand Mohan symbolizes a serious commitment to eradicating drugs abuse from the community. The song reinforces Arunachal Pradesh collective resolve towards a brighter, drug-free future. Home Minister Bama Natung applauded the dedication of officers and urged the community to stand united in building a safer and prosperous Arunachal Pradesh. Deputy Chief Ministers of Nagaland's Y Patons attended the inaugurations of the Tongti village in the Yan Hont area's Bhandari constituency, Waka, on November 7th. He also participated in the celebrations of the annual Toku Imong festival. The village was formally inaugurated by the Achumbemo Kikons family and the chairmen of the SDPDB Bhandari. The monolith stones was also dedicated by Reverend Father George Anthony, parish priest of the Sacred Heart Church, Bhandari town. Patton hosted the Toku Imong celebrations where he emphasized the importance of the unity and forgiveness. The special guest at the festival was Achumbemo Kikon. In this address, the MLA says the development initiatives undertaken in the Bhandari constituency. He was accompanied by the Peter Lee Chamo, IAS retired, Home Secretary, and Ren Famo Kikon, retired additional directors of the Agriculture Department. The program was led by the Tungdemo Tungo, chairman of the Runchan's Village Council. The invocations was pronounced by the Samuel Mojui from the Longjung village, and the cultural dance was performed by the Leafy Village Cultural Troupe. An exhortation was delivered by the Matthew Humso, president of the WIPO. Tachao Lotha, chairman of the BTLH, shared the stories and the significance of the Tochu Imong, and the special numbers was performed by the Yang Sutung's Yantang. The vote of thanks was delivered by the Chanirao Kensung, ex-president of the YAPO. For ELITETV News channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. Before we wrap up the headlines, once again. Ex-MLA KH Lokan and Kikonbon Newma join Congress will teach a big lesson to BJP in the coming assembly elections, says CLP leader O. Ibobi. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh on Thursday stated that the state cannot accept illegal immigrants under the guise of inclusiveness. Manipur police conducted a raid in connections with the abduction and assault case of 23-year-old railway driver Joshua Kamai from Kambiron, Puilon village, None. A tragic incident unfolded in Gopur, Assam, where a man named Riganka Saikia allegedly strangled his 7-year-old son to death and was later found hanging the following morning. Well, that's all we have for now. Thank you so much for joining with us.